And of course, the bad news came. And it took me a while. But then I asked Duale, please call somebody on the ground. And he told me there was a major and a brigadier on the ground. And I wanted to speak to them because it was not easy to believe that General Ogolla was gone. If there is one appointment that I made that I am very proud of, it is that of General Ogolla. Because he deserved the appointment. And he was a professional. He was a leader. And in the short time that he was our chief of defense, he made a difference, a big difference. A very big difference. From where I sit, with the amount of information I get, General Ogolla made a very, very big difference. His leadership, the fact that he could reach out to all actors, the synergy he had built with the police, with the NIS, and with all the other arms, was just on a different level. The fact that over the last 1.5 years, we've had very minimal terrorist incidences in the country. It's because General Ogolla was smart. He knew what to do. He provided leadership. Late into the night, he would call to brief and to get clearance. I must say I had a wonderful team at Defense Headquarters, from the minister to all the actors. And General Ogolla was at the center of it. This is a big loss to the country. Because General Ogolla made a whole difference in the security of the country. Of course, it's a big loss to the military as well, and of course to the family. Mama Eileen and your children, I want you to know that your husband, the father of your children, was a great Kenyan, a professional soldier, a military officer who made a difference in our republic. And in his death, we have lost a man who I believe would have transformed our military. the transformation was already evident. And so I have lost a friend. I have lost an ally. Poleni sana Mama Eileen and your children. In his humility, he made a whole difference. In his humility, he made lessons for all of us. So, yesterday was truly, truly bad. But because I am also sure, and because I know, General Ogolla was a devoted Christian. He believed in God. And that gives us the courage, even in this difficult time, because we are sure that he is somewhere at peace. He believed in God in such an unequivocal way that members of his family are witnesses. The bishops there said, all of us here are not short of memories of what he was as a Christian. And as we celebrate his life and mourn his loss, as a nation, we must remind ourselves that General Ogolla died on duty, responding to the cries of women, children, who suffered at the hands of bandits and cattle rustlers and bad people. And when I discussed this with him, when I came from West Pokot about 10 days ago, the people of West Pokot had asked me, they had 5 schools that had been closed because of insecurity. And I asked General Ogolla, what are we going to do? He told me he would reorganize his budget, provide for 30 million shillings, and go himself to supervise the construction of those schools. That is how much General Ogolla believed in country. And because he passed on duty, we celebrate his life in a very special way. He was not just the head of our military. He was not just in office. He died on duty. Active duty. That speaks volumes of what General Ogolla is. And so we celebrate him in a very special way. He teaches us many lessons on humility, on professionalism, on commitment to country. And I could see yesterday on the faces of his military colleagues, generals who ordinarily would be hardcore people, you could see broken souls because they had lost a leader. We have many things to learn from General. Believe in God is one of them. Humility is a big lesson. Commitment to country is a lesson. Professionalism was a great military professional. It's a big lesson. And of course, the commitment he had for the security of our nation. General Ogolla went to dangerous places. He was in Mogadishu often. He was in Boni many times. He was in many would-be dangerous places. But always he told me, it is the only assurance I can give to our soldiers that what they are doing, even me as their leader, appreciate and identify with them. So we have a short journey for General, as we have been given by the family, tomorrow and the day after. And I want to give assurance to the family that the government of Kenya, the KDF fraternity, and my personal commitment to support this family in honor of General and to work with the family to make sure that General occupies his place of honor in this very difficult time and going into the future. Poleni tena, I want to thank all the leaders who have close ranks and in unity come to condole with the family. I hope it's going to be a turning point for matter security in our country and also bringing us as Kenyans together. If there is one thing General Ogolla was a unifier. He was what Matthew 5:9 says, a peacemaker. That's what he was. So asanteni sana to the family. His wishes will be respected, and whatever requests that had been made through him, by him, on all aspects, we will go out of our way to respond to his wishes in a positive way so that we can honor him even in his death. So poleni sana to the military family, the VCDF and the other generals will take lead on the next events in agreement and consultations with the family, and we will all be available to follow. So poleni tena on behalf of the government of Kenya, and we are all here, to the family, poleni sana kwa General. I am going to ask Mama Rachel Ruto to speak on behalf of my family.